pests, mosquitoes. And this has been controversial. I did a video, so it's wicked cool. The fact that the mosquitoes come in. All right, welcome back everybody, it's Ben. Hey, it's nice outside, finally. And then next week it's supposed to snow. But I'm not thinking about that. Right now I'm thinking about the 70-degree weather and the sun. I love it. But it's brought me to preparing for springtime. Okay, so one of the pests that we deal with the most in the spring and the summertime is mosquitoes. And this has been controversial. I did a video last year or the year before. It was 2 years ago about mosquito treatments and how they work, showing you what the difference with a mist blower is and just chemical treatments. I knew about something and I've kept it a secret, but it's time for us to bring it out. So I'm going to talk about a few products today. I've got a few of them here, and what actually works on mosquitoes and how you need to look at getting them treated. So if you're using a company, you're going to want to find out what products they're using and how they're doing them. So let's get started. All right, I've grabbed quite a few products here that are labeled for mosquitoes, and I want to go through them real quick. So most of these are pyrethroids, which means they're pyrethrin based, or the active ingredient is derived from the chrysanthemum flower. The way pyrethrins work is they work on the central nervous system of the pests and stop them from functioning, and that's what starves them and kills them. And so it does take time. A couple of products that we have: Sidekick. This is made by BASF. It's an older product. We've got Suspend here, made by Bayer. These are all labeled for mosquitoes, and they're not what we typically use. If we're doing a chemical treatment on the trees with a mist blower, what we like to use is Demand. So this is the same product that we use in our big sprayers for perimeter treatment, because this has got the best label for the most amount of pests. And it's also the one that we sell in our killer pack kits for liquid dust solutions. Just a smaller bottle. So this is the bottle the guys use, but we do use it for mosquitoes in a mist blower to take care of leaves and trees and brush, to coat the underlayer like I told you about before. So the way these products work is they will kill the mosquitoes. Mosquitoes during the day in the sunlight are going to be hiding underneath the leaves on the trees. They're going to be in the shade, so they're going to perch underneath there. If you've got it coated with any of these products, it will start working on them, and that's what kills mostly male mosquitoes. If you didn't know that, they're the ones that are hiding under the tree. Females are typically off laying eggs somewhere. We like to use Demand, and we also like to use Archer as an IGR. So this is an insect growth regulator that helps in slowing reproduction and growth of the mosquitoes so they don't progress. Talstar is also labeled for mosquitoes. We don't typically use these three. We usually, like I said, use Demand if we're mist blowing. Now, I also talked about before, and I'm going to bring it up again, there is a repellent. This is a peppermint based, kind of like an essential oil. This is a mosquito and tick spray, which is all natural. This is great. This is safe for pets and all that kind of stuff. Mainly what this does is it will repel them from the area. So you can spray this on your furniture, your patio set, your deck area, anything like that around your pool, and it's safe. It will mostly repel them because they can sense it. It's an essential oil basically, but it does say on the label that it does kill them. So it's got soybean oil, clove oil, citronella oil, lemongrass oil, some other stuff in it that is supposedly works on mosquitoes and ticks to kill them. But I've found in my use of this that it's more of a repellent. So this is also good. You don't use it in a mist blower, you use it in a regular sprayer, and you don't want to mix it with anything else. You don't want to have a sprayer that you put one of these products in and then mix it. So you want to dedicate a sprayer, and that's pretty much the same across the board. You want to dedicate a sprayer to whatever product you're using. In this case, you can use any of these in a sprayer because they're all pyrethrin based, but it's always best to give them their own separate sprayer. All right, here's what I'm getting to. We've got a new product. Well, it's not new. I knew about this product when it first came out, but they're different suppliers. We buy from a supplier that's a large one, and they do a good job, and they take care of us. They haven't carried this product until just this last year, this last season. So the product is called Intacare. It is a specific mosquito product, and it's actually it's a virus strain. It's a Bassiana strain virus or spore that works on pests. So this was developed by a company. They only distributed it through one vendor, and it wasn't a vendor that we used. And then last year, or the year before, I don't know when it happened, but they sold Intacare to Bayer, which is now called Enview, which, I mean, if you guys can't keep up, I can't keep up either. But we like Bayer products. Here's some Suspend. This is made by Bayer, but Bayer now owns Intacare, and that's a new, it's not a new system, but it's newer to us and newer to most of the pest control professionals. This you will only get through a company. So it's not something you can buy or something we can sell from the pest control guys, but the way it works is it's completely different. So these products are going to focus mainly on the males and the flying adults. This product is developed differently. So it's going to work on the females and the larvae. Females, all they do all day is go around to water sources and lay eggs, and then those hatch and more mosquitoes come out. Targeting the males is okay. It helps reduce the population. But if you can target the females and the reproductives, then you're going to have a way better system. So let me get into what this is. Intacare comes with a bucket that you use. So very cool. It's just a plastic bucket. You fill it with water, and it has this lid that protects the product itself. So the product sits on a floater. There's a little gauze or mesh screen that wraps around this floater, and the floater is placed in the bucket on top of the water, and it stays on the water level. And then this is just a lid that snaps on. It's cool for our technicians because when they service this, they can turn this dial and it tells them what month it was serviced, so they keep track. But it's basically a plastic bucket. Now there are buckets out in the pest control world. I know Catchmaster has one. There's a couple other manufacturers that make buckets for mosquitoes. Their premise of how their buckets work is they will put water and organic material like leaves and debris, stuff that mosquitoes like the smell of, and they'll put a glue trap in the entrance to the bucket. So the mosquitoes fly in, go down to the water, try to lay their eggs, and then they come out and sit on the glue trap and get stuck, and that way they stop. But those buckets are very ineffective compared to this one. This one works different. You've got water, of course, that's going to draw the females in. Basically what you're doing is you're drawing them into an area so they can lay eggs. But in the bucket on the water, you're going to put some larvicide. And on the netting or the gauze itself, it's got an active ingredient that gives them a virus. So the Intacare system, in the netting, it's got a virus strain that gets on the female mosquito, and it penetrates her skin, and then it starts branching out and basically creating spores inside the skin of the mosquito and killing off the mosquito within 3 or 4 days. During the time that it's still alive, it gets larvicide from touching the water and laying its eggs on its legs, and flies to the next water source, and then distributes that larvicide in the water sources where other mosquitoes are laying eggs and where it's laying eggs, and it's going to kill all the larvae. So they're gonna be laid on the water surface. They're going to be little larvae. They're going to eat debris and biologics that are in there. And then right when they pupate or they hatch, that's when it's going to kill them, the larvicide. and they're going to sink down and create more bait for more mosquitoes to come in, because it smells like, hey, this is a breeding site. So there's larvicide, and then this Bassiana strain, which basically kills the mosquito. So this system is targeted for all of the larvae and all of the females. The nice thing about this is safe for pets and people. It's not something, the virus doesn't affect us the way it affects them. And it's just a bucket that you place outside in the shade. Now this stuff can't be over 72 degrees and it can't be under, I think, 40 degrees or something like that. It is a virus in here. So it's wicked cool. The fact that the mosquitoes come in, try to lay their eggs on the water, they get infected. The eggs get infected by the larvicide in the water. They die, they sink to the bottom. More mosquitoes come in. Those mosquitoes that get infected go to your gutter or to a tire in your yard that's got water, or a little puddle, and they lay eggs there. It's going to infect that water source and that laying site. So these are good for, I think it's 4,000 square meters. So it's a pretty big area. You only need like 1 or 2 of these in a normal yard. And then they get serviced every month. We come out, check the water, replace the gauze on the float, fill up the water, put more larvicide and product in there, and then every month they get serviced. So that, my friends, is a game changer in the mosquito world. Now, they don't sponsor us. They haven't given us anything. Our distributor came to us and did a presentation. I've seen it before. I saw it when it was the other distributor, and I thought, oh, that's cool, but I'm not going to buy it from them. Now that they're going big scale and they offer it through our distributor, we are incorporating this in our mosquito services. This shouldn't be the only thing you do. You should be doing mist blowing or repellent service as well. But all of this stuff costs. So, you know, if you're thinking a couple $100s for a service here, a couple $100 for a service here, and a couple $100 for a service like this, you're gonna be up there. So we do offer this in Kansas City for all of our customers. Omaha, Warrensburg, St. Joe area, any of those areas, we do offer a service with this and a comprehensive service with a lot of other components. Basically, it's a mosquito and tick service. We're doing several components to take care of both of those problems. So if you don't live in Kansas City, you can't call us, but you can find out if your company uses the IntoCare system and you want to incorporate it with other things, but you want to do it right. And if you're just looking for mosquito repellent, you can buy this from us. It's going to be on our site, the Pest Control Guys Liquid Death Solution site. You can get this in a little sprayer and you can spray the area's patio and stuff like that and repel mosquitoes away, which is a good thing. This stuff is awesome. I mean, you buy one of these, this is going to last you at least 1 season, if not 2, because it's 16 ounces and you can mix it 1 or 2 ounces per gallon. And a gallon's going to go a long ways for spray. So that's the update on mosquitoes. And I wanted to introduce the IntoCare system. We are going to shoot some videos of the guys putting these in. We won't start using these until March, because right now there's no mosquitoes laying eggs and we don't want to waste product, but it's coming. It's coming. It's going to be a bad mosquito year. It's going to be a bad tick year. So that's why we're trying to get ahead of this and educate all you guys on what you can get. You don't need to worry too much about these. Have your company do them. Have a company do IntoCare buckets. If you want to do mosquito repellent, check us out at Liquid Death Solutions. I'll put a link up above for this, and you guys can get your own mosquito repellent. It's awesome. Well, that's it for today. Appreciate you guys. We will be out with the guys and probably breaking down a sprayer in our next video to show you guys what you can do to refurbish an old spray rig. That's what you get to look forward to. But until next time, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys on the next one.